All right, how's it going? Another 2 commercial jobs, both on site today. Literally walking out the door now, ahead to these. The first one is a new centre's being built and my client's installing some hardware on the site. They want some photos and some footage to show that they offer that service on big sites like this, and I'm your guy to get that type of footage and photos. And the second job is going to be for a chemical site, which I don't think I'm going to be able to show any footage from. I don't think I'm going to be able to capture any behind the scenes from there either, because it's all like science, isn't it? And if there's one thing I don't know, it's science. Got quite a bit of a basic kit that I'm packing today, because both sites are quite large sites and they've got intricate details with them. I'm taking my 16 to 35 to get the really wide site and show the scale of the business and show the scale of the sites. And I'm going to take my 50mm 1.2 because it just never leaves my camera, in all honesty. And I've got my 135mm as well, just so I can get really close in when people are doing things like installing hardware, or if I need to get to some sciencey bits but I'm far away, I can get that science from over here. I'm also taking this. I don't know what you call this. I think it's a monopod. It is a monopod. It must be a monopod. It's got 3 legs at the bottom. So is that technically a tripod? Anyway, taking that, one of the best investments I've ever made, that for footage. I actually love this. I actually love it. I use it all the time. Use it for photos as well if I need to have a bit of a long exposure and I don't have my tripod with me. This thing steps in and really ups my game. Packing my drone as well. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm scared again to fly this after flying into a wall. It's for the same client, but nobody saw, so we're all safe in that aspect. But taking my drone to get some high up photos, high up footage, and I think that's it. Pretty easy kit to pack today. I'm going to take plenty of extra stuff with me as just in case, as backups, and leave them in my car. I can always just run back to the car with me, but I like to pack light, so I'll be walking on site nice and light with this, but that's not light at all actually. So let's go now. You know what, like when people say, where do you get a lot of your work from? I say people, it was like one person. But when they ask, when that one guy asks, where do you get a lot of your work from? It's from networking mainly. Networking and word of mouth. I network weekly, and that leads to a lot of like work from the people that I'm networking with. And if it doesn't come from them, it comes from their connections. So networking is absolutely one of the biggest things, best things that I've done for my business, that has just led to loads more work. Both these jobs today, both from networking with the same people in the room each week. And then word of mouth from people that I've worked for in the past. A prime example of that today is what I'm going to do is under promise and over deliver. I'm going to get them footage, even though they're not paying for footage, they haven't asked for footage. I'm going to get them some like video footage and just throw it in there for free, and then I've over delivered on something that they're not expecting, and that just makes me look good. And it's probably cost me an extra 20 minutes of my time, but that can lead to loads more referrals, because in their eyes I've done a good job. If I actually do a good job, that is. Just had an email there asking if I can go on site at another place that's an hour's drive away, but they need sunny weather, and it's not that sunny out. So I think I'm gonna see how the weather is after these 2 jobs, and then I'll head up there if I have time and if the weather's nice. That was a decent little job. That spent an hour and a half with those guys installing some hardware. Stayed a little bit longer because there was more footage and photos that I could get while I was there. So I spent that little bit of extra time, made sure I got plenty of content for them. On my way to the next job now, that's only 8 minutes away, which is great. And I went to a butcher's and got a sandwich. Should probably empty these out of my car. These are from the other day's shoot. I'm a nightmare though for loading my car up and then they just live here now. Well, I'm just going to spend the rest of the afternoon now like eating crisps and editing, just living my life, rock and roll and that. Absolutely glorious outside, but as we know, cannot go in the sun, Ginger. So I'm going to be sat in here. Just a little reminder, if you're into like food photography, I wrote a little ebook. It's like £6. There's a link in the description on this video, and it's just got some like really basic tips about lighting, how to get clients, what to photograph for your clients, building a portfolio, little things like that. So if that floats your boat, check it out. If not, I'll see you in the next video. I love you, bye.